Hey, dude, have you watched that YouTube video that's like noises that will give you anxiety if you live in Japan or something?
Yeah.
And it's like all the disaster noises.
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard the tsunami one?
Yeah, the tsunami was terrifying.
It's horrible. It's like the what's the tower in Pokemon called?
Oh, the fucking Pokemon Tower.
Like that. No, the one with the dead.
Yeah, Pokemon Tower.
Is it Pokemon Tower?
I think no, Lavender Tower.
Lavender Tower.
Yeah.
It's like that level of creepy.
Yeah.
The tsunami one.
Oh, that's it.
I fucking hate that. It's horrible.
Yeah.
That one's horrible, dude.
That one.
Drum, dum. Oh.
It sounds like when you get an item in an RPG.
It sounds like I just opened a box in Zelda or something.
Dum, dum. I think it's creepy because like
It's slightly dissonant.
Yeah.
yeah, and it feels like you're in a room that is like collapsing. And, and like it's designed to do that, and it's like you're dying.
It's like you're in a game and you just like triggered a bad event.
No.
Yeah.
I know the
Makes you feel
feeling.
really
Have
anxious
you ever
hearing
heard
that
like
noise.
those music remixes where they take a happy song and they remix it in like a minor key? That's exactly what it sounds like.
You're talking about like Wrecking Ball in G minor.
Yeah. Joey gets one.
Yeah, I get it.
Joey gets
Music
the music
memes,
memes.
I get
Joey gets
those.
the music memes.
Yeah,
It's just
something
like
in G minor.
yeah. It's just that feels dirty. I don't
It's
like that
it's
feeling.
demonic.
Yeah.
No, the one that always gives me fucking anxiety is the earthquake alarms.
Yeah, that's
What?
But that one feels dangerous.
yeah.
Yeah.
The tsunami one is creepy because it doesn't feel like it's like, oh my god, this is like a world-ending event.
Yeah,
and
this
they're
is,
like
it just sounds like a minor discomfort.
yeah,
It's like the mall's closing.
get out of the mall now.
Yeah, I mean, like for the earthquake yesterday for me, so it was actually big enough that it knocked out the power in my section of Tokyo. But
Dox yourself, God.
Sorry?
Dox yourself.
Well, it was the power got outed in a bunch of sections.
I think
in Tokyo.
the news said it was like 2 million homes were out of power.
Yeah.
I don't
Yes,
even
sir.
know if mine. I might have lost power, but I was out. So
Oh, you definitely would have known if you lost.
Yeah,
power.
you would've
I wasn't there. So
Oh,
I
okay.
what
You
I'm
went at
saying
home.
is,
Okay,
as in, like,
okay.
I could have gone out. And I
Yeah.
Mine was fine.
Yeah, I mean, like, I actually didn't even feel the first one. I don't know. Like, sometimes people were just like, oh, there was an earthquake. And I'm like, I didn't feel it. Was there really an earthquake? Or did you just stand up too fast? Or just go head rush? You know, because that happens to me sometimes, you know, where I think it's an earthquake happening, but it's really just...
It's just me tripping balls.
yeah. I just feel like a little lightheaded or
Or
something.
are you watching something in Dolby Atmos? Yeah. I genuinely think there's always an earthquake happening when I'm watching Dolby Atmos.
Well, like the THX starts. It's like,
Like, dude, like the floor shakes with the Dolby. So I'm always like, oh shit, are we good?
Yeah. So I was actually in my office on the ground floor, because I live in the house, and Sydney was chilling on the bed on the third floor of our house, and I just hear Sydney going, gone, and I'm just like, I didn't know it was an earthquake going on, so I was just like taking my time with it. I'm like, let me finish this piece of work, and I'll just like casually stroll upstairs, and I see Sydney like just looking shell shocked because Sydney's like really sensitive to like earthquakes and like natural disaster kind of thing. So she's just like, did you feel that? Did you feel that? And I was like, what's going on, Sydney? There was an earthquake, Gun. There was an earthquake, and I was like, was there? Are you sure, Sydney? Are you sure? And like, because I didn't feel it at all, right? I didn't feel it at all. And so I was like about to check my phone to see if anyone else had posted about it or anything like that. And then just as I got out my phone, it like the second quake hit, the bigger one, and it started. This one, it didn't like immediately start off strong for me. It like shook a little bit. It shook a little bit. And so it started shaking, and I was like, oh, that's an earthquake. And Sydney was like, huh, yeah, you feel it now, son of a bitch? You feel it now? You feel it fucking now? And then as she finished that, our lights just like turn off.
Right.
And there was just an immediate 180 from, oh, no, come here, please, come here. All it took was the lights going out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, it was actually like pretty surreal for me because it was the first time. I mean, in Thailand, we're like, I'm fucking used to power outages. We have like plenty of lights and everything like that. In here, it was just so surreal seeing just my entire block, basically, my entire town, just like in complete darkness. I think I posted a video of me just like walking around outside my house. I have never seen my street almost in complete darkness this is freaky as hell. Which, because it was the first time I'd just seen any side of Tokyo just completely dark with some emergency lights on. It was like, it was kind of surreal, right?
Like apocalyptic.
Yeah, kind of apocalyptic, right? So like, because because I thought, why not just take a walk just to see what the city is like.
Take it in.
Yeah, just to see what the city is like when we're going through a disaster like this.
Yeah.
And I think the first time it hit me of just how surreal this was I walk out and, Tokyo was dark. But the point it actually hit me was when I walked to my main road and I could see the Lawsons had its lights out. And I'm just like, holy shit, even the Konbini is affected.
That never happens.
This is the first time I've ever seen the fucking Konbini just out. And like the employees are in there just like fucking, they couldn't even open the door because like the power for like the automatic door wasn't open. I was like, oh, this is real.
Yeah.
I don't know why it was the Konbini, just because like I thought no matter what, like a comet could be crashing and like Lawson's would still be like serving.
Yeah, because even when Japan has like the worst typhoon in like the past 10 years, which I think it did like last year or the year before.
2 years ago.
The only thing that was open, the Lawsons.
The Konbinis.
The Konbinis are all open,
thick and thin.
Yeah.
So that was the first
MVPs.
time. Yeah, that was the first time it was surreal for me because it was also surreal just seeing which parts of the grid were still supported. So actually, like, because I had to walk around, so like, it was some traffic lights were working and some weren't. So that was weird.
Traffic lights weren't working?
Yeah, some of the traffic lights weren't working, right? But I think they must have prioritized the more busier intersections, right? Because all the big intersections were working, but some of the smaller ones weren't working.
I always thought that the road lights and stuff were on a separate thing entirely from the normal power.
Well, they might have like a backup system.
Yeah, they normally do, because obviously the last thing you want is no
traffic lights.
No traffic
lights.
lights. Yeah, and there was actually a traffic accident like near where
That's
near
not
where I
surprising at all.
Yeah, near where I was. I think might have been because of that. But like the only thing that was actually lit was the train stations. Actually, the train stations had everything working. The elevators were still working and everything, even though everything else was like pitch black.
That wasn't the only thing that was lit on. I was having a great time in Akihabara. I was having a whale of a time. I was in the basement.
Right.
Then some anime song bar went in there. There's a bunch of Japanese men singing Macross songs.
Nice.
With a bunch of very young-looking girls.
Okay.
So we went in there and we were just having a good time. I sang.
And you were like, man, I'm fucking lighting this place on fire, man.
I was singing Colors.
And then everyone clapped.
Must have thought like the bass of your voice was just like so strong that it was shaking the entire
I
building.
did JoJo as well.
I mean, everyone in that bar was like, "Oh, they got Dolby Atmos here." Holy shit!
It was so funny. When it came, I was with the guys I did the wrestling video with. He was like, "Oh, there's an earthquake just now." I was like, "Oh, I didn't know."
Yeah.
And then 10 seconds later, the second one that was the bigger started like shaking, and we were all like, "Yeah!" Because we were all drunk. Joe! And then but we were in the basement. It was shaking, but it wasn't like that bad. So, like that's why initially I was quite shocked when I was getting a bunch of texts, people being like, sorry, that scared me. I was like, ghosts,
earthquake.
That's why I was quite shocked when I was getting so many texts and people being like, "Oh my god, are you okay? Are you okay?"
Yeah.
Like, what? Like,
Well, weirdly enough, you don't feel it when you're underground. You feel it when you're really up high, right?
Yeah. I mean, you feel it more at least.
Yeah, you feel it way more when you're up high.
Yeah, I mean, it was alright. It was good. Did you get a lot of people who don't live in Japan, who aren't used to earthquakes, messaging you? Being
Oh yeah,
my
of,
God.
of course.
Oh my god, are you okay?
After the round of like people living in Japan tweets that I saw, I started to get like 17 messages from people all over the world because once it hit the mainstream, like international news.
Yeah,
it's weird because it's like I get it because like how could you know the severity of it? But I think if I'm tweeting about it, it probably
means I'm okay.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think it's worse for like someone like Chris, right? Because he was living right Chris next to it. Like, I can't imagine how strong the earthquake was for him.
He hit really hard.
Yeah, exactly. Because I've never been in an earthquake where a lot of stuff has literally just like gone on the floor and started smashing. Because I think I don't know why oddly calm during an earthquake, and I remember like
I like it. You see what I mean? It's good.
I wouldn't say I like it, right? But it's like I remember like because I remember seeing Aki's video of that she took, and I related to Joey. So because of course me and Joey sharing the same brain cell. But I remember relating to Joey so hard, just seeing Aki just like freaking out, going to the bed, and Joey just sitting with like stone cold face. On the couch, which is just like experiencing the world ending around him, and Joey's just, this is fine. It was literally just the "this is fine" face.
Joey.
That was 2 earthquakes.
It was a level 6 just
Yeah,
hit
that was a level 6.
Fukushima.
the one that got memed a lot online was like afterwards it started to like really shake, right? And so Aki ran to the other side of the house, like to the bed, because like we always go to the bedroom because there's nothing in our bedroom other than our bed, right? So there's like we don't have any worry about things like falling on us and stuff like that. So we go to the bed. She's like calling out to me. I'm like, why the fuck are you calling out to me? You're the one that left me behind. She like bolts into the bed. She's like, Joey, where are you? And I'm like, what do you mean? You left me in the living room. And so there's just this footage of me just like casually strolling in with a hand on my hip, being like, oh, 2 earthquakes.
Oh, fucking sick.
Yeah. And people like, just Joey just just as a Chad, just like walking in, like dad pose, like hand on his hip, just like, I think someone said like, why does he look like a dad that's like waiting for like an argument to finish? It's just like, but to be fair, in my defense, I was surprised because I looked way calmer in that video than I actually was. Because I think in those kinds of situations,
Which
like
earthquake was this?
the one that happened yesterday.
Oh, you had a video of it?
Yeah, Aki filmed it. Yeah,
I haven't seen this video.
Yeah, Aki filmed it, and yeah, I think I was surprised because I was like, oh, I look way calmer than I actually was. Because in my inside, I was like, oh fuck, this is like really long. Also, I was worried about my grandma because she lives up north, right? So I was like trying to text her and stuff, but out of context, it just looks like me just fucking standing there, just like waiting for this earthquake to end. Like, come on,
End already.
End already, fuck.